FSHD is a muscle wasting disease that slowly robs your ability to walk, eat, breathe, and a lot of the things that we take for granted as being basic building blocks of our daily life. I often refer to FSHD as a slow death. I was not diagnosed until I was 28. My neurologist told me there was no hope, there's no cure. You'll be in a wheelchair before you're 50. Just go home and relax and enjoy life while you can. As my condition deteriorated through my life and I suddenly found myself not having the ability to get up from a table, to get out of a lounge chair, or even cuddle my children, I determined that ultimately when I could, I would fight back on this disease. I was determined to form a foundation that could focus on medical research to find a cure for this disease.
My father founded FSHD Global Research Foundation some 10 years ago in, I suppose, a personal journey to fight against the disease that had a hold on him. But over the last 10 years, I don't think any of us expected the journey that we've all been on. We've met some incredible families and individuals living with FSHD, and we've been able to understand how it truly impacts quality of life. It's a disease that you're born with epigenetically, but it's triggered at different points in your life, and we don't understand that. There's a young boy called Mitch. I remember the first day I met Mitch, he was climbing up the backyard equipment with his winged scapula quite awkwardly, but with a smile on his face. He didn't quite understand what his future meant. And now when I meet Mitch, he's in his teenage years, wheelchair bound, trying to find his place at school and in his own society. Monica Ellis, one of our founding patrons, she lost the muscles around her torso to the point that she wasn't able to sit, so she spent her whole life living on her stomach on a wheelchair. But I'll never forget, she was the happiest person you've ever met. And you look at her and you think, how can you possibly be happy? And she taught me so much. She was the most inspiring woman. And when Monica passed, it really hit home that this was a lady who we had been part of her world for some years, and she was gone. She was 30. This is a silent disease that kills.
It's been a wonderful experience meeting these people to understand their personal struggles, their hope or their desperation. And it's those people and their personal journey that I live with every day. It makes me angry because this disease can be cured. And that's what we are going to do.
The foundation started off as a dream, really. Bill's a visionary. He's always wanted to change the world. And he was a smart man. He put people around him who were smarter than him. He created teams of scientists and found a way to make FSHD global, larger than him.
The strategy that I came up with at that time was firstly to create hope. Let people believe that there is a cure and we can find a cure. There was very little research in the world that had been undertaken. There'd never been any government funding for research, and very few people knew what this disease was.
And what we created over the 10-year period was, I suppose, a global society of organisations who all focus on FSHD working together. And we've been able to get the support of that community thanks to our transparency and our real passion and drive to make sure that we are lean enough internally to put the money where it deserves to be.
The FSHD Global Research Foundation operates on a model where 100% of all tax-deductible donations are applied to research.
This led us to become key players in the FSHD medical space. And now some of the world's best research is coming out of this country.
What we've achieved in the last decade has been phenomenal. We've been instrumental in funding research that has discovered the cause of this disease. We've created mouse models that contain human FSHD tissue. We also played a critical role in the establishment of the world's first biotech to carry out specific research to find a cure for this disease.
One that comes to mind was the establishment of FSHD human embryonic stem cells. which in essence is building muscles that are affected with FSHD that scientists could then use all across the world to be able to trial treatments.
When we started this foundation, I believed that we'd find a cure within 15 years. 10 years later, we are preparing for clinical trials.
We're a multi-award winning foundation, and it's a great feeling. In 10 years, we've raised $10 million. We have funded 43 medical research grants across 10 countries, and that all is to do with our very small but very strong community who support us.
There's a long way to go. It's more work, more effort, but we're confident that the people that have helped us with this foundation will take us to the next level, and to them I say thank you.
We have over 10 years seen our sponsors, some families, some individual donors really ride out this journey with us. And for that, I really want to thank everybody. It means a lot. It means a lot.
I've always believed that you can change the world. With the foundation we've created and the help and the supporters of the people who have been a part of that, we will find a cure for FSHD, and we'll change the lives of so many people around the world for the better.